Hi. So I got a haircut. I got bangs thanks to AI. One of my colleagues suggested this might be an interesting or helpful story to share, and that we spend a little time brainstorming how the technique I use to arrive at bangs might be useful for learners in other aspects. So I asked Claude, my favorite robot, can I upload to you, Claude, a picture of myself? And would you then, Claude, advise me on whether or not I should get bangs? And Claude said yes. So I did that. I don't know if it's a great idea that Claude has a picture of me, but I did that. And Claude came back with about 3 paragraphs, a thoughtful response, considering the shape of my face, the texture of my hair, the length of my hair, and Claude considered wispy bangs and side swept bangs, and of course concluded that it would be best to consult with a professional. So I sent the tale of the robot, the advice of the robot, over to my hairdresser, just to let her know in advance that I was thinking about this, so it wasn't a complete surprise when I got in her chair. She thought it was funny. And so this happened. So I've been thinking a bit how working with images might be used in a learner setting. So just some thoughts that I had. I don't remember a great deal of my early elementary educational experience, and when I do try to draw back to that time, what I most recall is being outside. So I think about young learners taking pictures of items that are outside, either on their in an unguided way, just take pictures and ask the robot, what is this? Have a dialogue, have a collaboration about what this piece of nature is with the robot, or even a nature scavenger hunt to go and find, these 5 things out in nature, and then come back with some information from the robots. What did you learn together? And that had me then thinking how much my son, when he was quite young, we both would delight when the seasons would change and we would start seeing those woolly caterpillars. So we could, of course, think about using the image upload in the same way, like teach us about the woolly bear. But I was thinking also I could have asked the AI to create a nursery rhyme about the woolly bear caterpillar, or a little song for us to sing. I was also thinking about later in my career, during my undergraduate life, I signed up for, but eventually decided it wasn't the right course for me, an art history class. Well, I did prefer being in the studio. And could I upload some of my art into AI and have it critique it? Could I ask it to critique it from an impressionistic lens? Could I ask it to critique it as if it was Picasso? Could I upload a piece of my own artwork? Some of my girlfriends are going to one of those paint and sip events soon. So this is on my mind. Could I upload a picture of that into the robots and say, make this quadrant pointillism and make this quadrant look like Van Gogh? So thinking about art and uploading images. And then I'm wondering too about language learning acquisitions, particularly a language. So I'm trying to learn Spanish, and how can I use this tool to improve maybe my vocabulary, or have a dialogue about an item that I take a picture of with the robot to improve my language learning. And then one more. I remember having to write these small books in elementary school, and I always felt really stressed about coming up with ideas. And I wonder if I'd had a tool like this that I could take a picture of something in my everyday life or draw something that was meaningful to me. Could I upload that into the robot and ask it, based on this image, please generate for me some short story prompts or creative writing prompts, or could we brainstorm a plot, or could we come up with a name for this character based on the image? So those are some of my thoughts on using the image functionality and collaborating with AI for hair, yes, but also for science education, art appreciation and understanding, language learning, and creative writing. Thanks for listening. Bye.